Hey guys, welcome back to another Titus Diorama and Toy Reviews. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Taskmaster from the Black Widow movie that's coming out shortly, Build-A-Figure Crimson Domino. So let's get to it. As you guys can see, Taskmaster comes in that standard window box design that we see from Hasbro with all their Marvel Legends series. This allows you to see the figure and any accessories that he comes with, or any Build-A-Figure pieces that may be packaged with the actual figure. In this case, it's just accessories. This particular figure doesn't come with any of the Build-A-Figure pieces for this particular line. Now, the side of the box has some really nice artwork of the actual figure itself, as well as the back giving a brief description of the actual figure and showing all the other figures you'll need to collect in order to complete the Build-A-Figure of this particular wave. With that stated, guys, let's go ahead and get Taskmaster out of the packaging.
Alright guys, so here is Taskmaster out of the packaging. Now, first and foremost, before we move on to talking about the accessories and the actual figure, I do want to put a small disclaimer that by the time you watch this particular video, the movie may have already come out in theaters. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the accessories that he comes packed with. Now, Taskmaster does come with a bow, an arrow. Now, he does come with two hands to hold the bow and arrow. This one's to pull back the actual bow string, and this one is to actually hold the actual bow. He comes with a small shield, a sword, and two fisted hands, and he also comes with two open splayed hands. I believe you can probably also use these to pull back the string on the bow. Overall, the paint for these guys, pretty well done. I did notice that the orange paint on the bow is lacking or missing in some small areas. Where the orange is there, you can kind of see that it's missed some little spots. Other than that, the accessories are fairly well done. For the figure itself, the sculpt work and the paint work on the figure, absolutely amazing. I do love how he looks. From the trailers, he looks kind of like the actual character in the actual movie. I think everything came out fairly well. Of course, the back doesn't have a lot of paint, but then again, you're probably not going to be posing your figures facing back to you. But overall, I think they did a really great job. And again, I think he looks just like he does in the actual trailers for the actual movie. So let's move on to the articulation. I have some little gripes about the articulation on this guy, mainly around the head and the abdomen crunch. And I'll show you what I mean here. So for the head, due to the sculpt and the way that the hoodie is on here, he can't look up much farther than that. He can definitely look down. The hoodie does move out of the way, and he can look side to side. Again, they do shift with that. The ab crunch here, you can see from the back, he's got a really kind of disformed back when you move him forward. And when you move him back, it also looks kind of weird. So you have the range, but it does look really weird. I've also noticed that the way that they've done the upper bicep swivel isn't quite the same as on other figures where they've kind of rounded it so it looks a little bit better. Just due to the sculpting, it does just have that straight cut. So it does look a little weird when you kind of pose them off to the side and can see a little bit of the overhang. He does have a small, very small butterfly joint here on both arms. Mine seem to be stuck. They're not really moving that much. He does have a hip swivel. He does have great articulation in the legs, and the belt pieces here do move out of the way, which is really great. He can kick this far forward. He can kick a little bit back. He does have a upper thigh swivel, and I like how the armor piece does adjust when you move that. He does have double jointed knees. He doesn't have an uppercut, or upper boot cut, I should say. His feet do go this far back, that far forward, and he does have that great ankle pivot. The elbows on this guy is a little weird for me as well. I just want to point that out. The way that they designed it gives you a lot of articulation, but they've kind of done like the double jointed knee in the elbows here. So if you move the arm all the way back, it kind of looks really weird. So just be aware of that when you're posing your figure. Overall, like I said, I really do like the looks of this guy. There is a couple small little gripes that I have with him. Again, some of that is with the articulation. But overall, I'm really glad to have him in my collection. My other Taskmaster that I have is actually in storage, so I can't compare him with this one. Maybe later on I will do a small comparison of the two of those. But overall, guys, I think it's a great figure. And if you want to pick one up, by all means, check out any stores that you can go to. Of course, with the potential pandemic, you might not be able to get in stores, so you can also check out any online stores to pick them up. I do think if you're a fan of Taskmaster, you should go ahead and pick this guy up. As always, guys, I hope that you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and click on that like button. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, by all means, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and click on the bell notification so you can be updated with any new videos that I put out on my channel. And as always, guys, stay nerdy.